version of life that we are taught to chase. Go to school, get good grades, go to college, find a job, get married. Build a life that fits the script. But sometimes, in that pursuit of great, we fail to do good. We fail to notice what it's costing us. Because that's the lie that we've been told. That being flawless will make us complete. Somewhere along the way, many of us were taught that this is what a life well lived looks like. That if we follow these steps exactly, if we polish every edge of ourselves until we shine, that we will finally arrive at happiness. Like it's something just waiting for us at the end of a perfectly walked path. But what if there's a question we forget to ask? What if there is no... Oh. Thank you so much, you guys, for being so understanding. What if there is no prize to perfection, only an end to pursuit? What if, in trying so hard to fit that mold, we slowly start to lose the parts of ourselves that made us real in the first place? We shape ourselves into something easier to understand, easier to approve of. We wear masks. We build our own prisons. Bars forged of oaths, codes, commitments, walls of self-doubt and accepted limitations. So what happens when we get there? We reach the end of that path, and we still feel empty. What happens when you've solved every equation, eliminated every flaw, and yet still feel like you aren't living? Maybe the real question isn't, how do we get this right? Maybe it's, in a world that's constantly telling us who to be, do we still have the courage to be ourselves? I didn't always. I didn't learn how to from some book or from some perfect quote online. I lived it. Because when everything around you changes, being yourself can suddenly feel like the hardest thing in the world. There was a moment in my life where it seemed like everything flipped upside down. My family moved across the world. New country, new language, new culture. And suddenly it was like everyone else knew this hidden set of rules that told them how to talk, how to act, how to belong. And I didn't. And when you feel different, your first instinct is very often to hide it. I faded easily into the background, never too much or too loud, never a problem in class or a burden to those around me, just someone who wouldn't be noticed. And it took me years to realize what I had done, that I had been so focused on not failing that I had stopped chasing what I truly loved. Because I'm an artist, not casually, at my core. The walls in my room are filled with my drawings. My desk is cluttered with pens and pencils, always something unfinished. And I let that part of myself go quiet. Not because it didn't matter, but because it didn't fit into who I thought I was supposed to be. But here is the truth. The grandeur of life is in the attempt. It's trying and failing, creating something messy and unfinished, choosing to keep going, even when everything is uncertain. Because life was never meant to be perfect. It was meant to be lived. So, maybe the goal was never to fit the script in the first place. Maybe it was to write our own. So if you take anything from my story, take this. You are not behind. You are not too much. You are becoming. And the parts of you that don't fit neatly into someone else's idea of perfect, they are not mistakes. Because the world doesn't need another perfect person. It needs you, fully, imperfectly, unapologetically you. And that is more than enough. Thank you.